Coach, how have the players responded this week? The bye week coming off a disappointing loss.
You talking about our mood?
Yeah, just the mood.
They were
practice?
obviously in great spirits. Ready to go back to work looking forward obviously to the next challenge, and obviously that's Tulane.
Obviously, there's talk about the last play of the game. The last meaningful play is the too many men on the field. How does that confusion happen, especially out of the timeout? How does that happen?
Well, that's on us as coaches, and that can't happen. When you're trying to do matchups, and there's no excuses for it, and we take full responsibility for that. That's not on the players, that's on us.
Late in the game.
When you're trying to match up what you're trying to stop, it doesn't matter. You just got to make sure you got the right people.
How frustrating is it to have the 15 penalties on Friday night? You guys worked really hard about trying to eliminate those.
Yeah, that's something that we work on every day, and try and hold each other accountable for that. And obviously, it starts with the staff and holding those guys to that. We just got to do a better job. You can't. It's going to be tough for you to win games. I think you've heard this over and over. Turnovers. Okay, when you're on the wrong side of it, penalties. There's too many good football teams out there. Especially when you're coaching defense, when these offenses are so explosive, and you can't give people second chances. And that happened to us Friday night, and you're not going to come on the right side of that outcome, and that's what it is, and we got to do a better job.
Is it more frustrating because you're so late in the season, or that would maybe be something you would see happen early on in the year?
Yeah, I don't think it. I think you're frustrated, period, because that's what we pride ourselves in the off season about. Being the small details. It's all about the small details. So it doesn't matter if it's the beginning of the year. First thing we're saying about the beginning of the year is we want to be at mid-season form. We don't want to be at the beginning of the year form. We want to be rock and rolling, and so to speak on par with everything that we're doing. So it doesn't really matter what time of the year it is. That's something that should be built in our program, which it is, and we just got to do a better job.
Dealing with adversity and losing is not really something this team had to deal with the previous 2 years. So now that there's been a few losses, what have you seen from the leadership of this team and how they've handled that?
I think they've handled it well, as best they can. No one likes to lose, and this program is not used to doing that, like you just said, in the last 3 years. And previous to that too. It's built such a great reputation here of tradition of winning and winning championships. So, it's not. We all in this business. Obviously, there's a lot of teams across the country. That the goal is to win. And you're doing your best to be on the right side of it. And when you're not, problems magnify. It's this. And reality comes down to, we always talk about, you don't know what play it is. It could be the first, it could be the 30th, it could be the 60th. It doesn't really matter. Just play that play the best you can and make a difference and make an impact on it. And I know we all are guilty of it. We try to analyze the last play or or the last. It's really the plays in between too that matter, because there's a momentum shift, a change in momentum. We couldn't get a turnover on defense. So we're on our defense. We're on our defense a lot. There's situations where we left plays out there where, talking about schematically, if you had a good awareness of it and understanding the splits or the formation and the down and distance, because it's all about situational, we could have made a difference. If we get a turnover, we change the momentum of the game. And that could be the second quarter, like we've done in the past, or it could be in the third quarter, or obviously great, it would be happening in the fourth quarter. But we did not do a good job of defense of trying to create the turnovers, And we're not talking about big hits, or we're just talking about, we had chances. We had chances. You guys saw the game, so you can sit there and just sit there and circle, well, that guy should have made that play, So, and that's on, again, that's us, and it starts obviously with the coaching staff and then obviously down to the players. So, we take ownership of it, and we're not happy about it, but we're not going to sit there and soak about it. There's too much pride in that locker room and this program to. We just want to get back. We want to get to the next game. We want to work, and then that's what the attitude was out there today, which is really, really great to see. And everybody's ready to get back to, to our goals to be 1-0. We've been saying it here since we've been here. So it's the next one. That's the most important thing.
In a loss, did you see someone in that game on the defensive side who impressed you, made strides, someone who stood out?
We can't play great defense without 11 guys. So I'm going to leave it like that. To sit there and signal out a guy that made a play here or there, and there was some of those. But and no disrespect to you, I mean, I just think that on defense, and not offense too, but if you're not playing on all cylinders on defense, you know, one guy not doing his job, it could be, you know, it could be obviously bad. And so we just got to do a better job. We keep on saying it about playing complementary football. That's special teams, that's defense, that's offense. And we haven't hit a game yet where we actually are hitting on all cylinders when that happens. I'm talking about for 4 quarters. It happens maybe in 3 quarters, 2 quarters, 1 quarter, whatever it is. And that's what we got to do. And that's going to take all of us, and regardless of who the 11 people are on the field, and that's our goal. And it's to be better at doing that.
There was some frustration between the players on the field. That's rare. We haven't seen that with this team. Has that been ironed out? Was that quickly ironed out between Kenny and Nate and Nabel?
Yeah. I would say this. I know that obviously TV, you know, can magnify that. You know, there's frustration every day. Every day we're out here. If you were out here, you're not out here. You're just out here for the beginning of the practice. Am I right? I mean, I'm just. But if you were here all day, there's frustration. Meaning, it's going to be like that. It's a competitive sport. It's, you know what I mean. It's trying to get 11 guys on the field to be on, you know, hitting on one heartbeat. You know what I mean. So there's going to be, you know, because we're so competitive, and it's gonna be that way. It's going to be, and that's good to see. That's great to see. That's passion. That's a love for the game. You know, a guy wants to make a play. And again, I'm not going to get into why that happened or what this happened, you know, but it's going to be like that, you know. I'd rather have it that way than just sitting there, you know, and not have any kind of emotions and letting it just go.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, great, man. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys.